Yeah.
We all good? Rolling?
Yeah.
Ready? Cool.
I'm most excited about audiences being the forefront of PR campaigns and PR communications. It's going to be all about finding people where they exist online with the right narratives at the right time.
That still exists.
Consumers are very much jumping around that messy middle. There are a whole variety of platforms, and more than ever, we need to be identifying where is our audience actually spending their time and making sure that we not only show up in those places, but are also showing up in those places with, relevant content, engaging with them. It's a two-way street now. It's not just about us pushing marketing onto the consumer. It's about that two-way engagement. And I think Catherine absolutely nailed it.
The fracturing of the ad landscape is really forcing marketers into what they should have been doing this entire time. And that's really having a clear picture of who their audience is, what those segments are, and figuring out the right messaging and ways to reach them to achieve their goals, because you can't just rely on, one or two channels anymore.
I think it's funny, right? Because those first two are all just talking about audiences, right? And it's like, as marketers, sometimes we can overcomplicate this so much and think about the latest advances in technology and this new AI which is coming around or whatever it might be. But actually, if you boil everything that we're doing back to what it actually is that we need to do as marketers, it's show up as the brands that we are or that we're working for as agencies in a way which is relevant to those customers in the places where they're consuming the media, and the rest just kind of happens organically. So it's funny watching this and everyone being like, it's our big prediction, it's the thing that I'd love to see. It's it's what we should always be doing in the first place. I think I talk about it now, actually.
Meta isn't the shoppable platform that it once was, and actually you're seeing a lot of shopping habits go through the likes of TikTok and even Snap because of the authenticity of the content which is being put out there. I think that diversification of media and really thinking about what brands are tapping into, what platforms they're tapping into, and how they're sort of changing that more traditional big tech focused approach to engage with audience members where they are and where they actually consume media.
Preach.
TikTok Shop, massive this year. We've seen it for so many campaigns and so many clients, and just so many brands out there just using TikTok Shop. I mean, some of the results from Black Friday this year, some brands generated hundreds of millions just on TikTok Shop alone. And I think on the back of what Joe was saying last year about TikTok and Snapchat and Meta not being the place for shopping, I think next year, this is an early prediction for next year, ChatGPT is going to be the place people are going to be shopping. I'm going to search for, I want to buy XYZ thing, it's going to filter the results for me, and I'm probably just going to buy it directly through ChatGPT. So the way people are going to shop has changed from, being out and about on the streets to Amazon to social, and I think it's going to be LLM focused next year.
I think it's only going to get bigger with channel diversification, and we're moving away from the standard Meta and Instagram ads.
Got to say it. It's AI. It's the big buzzword, but it's true. There's been an absolute explosion.
You're going to tell me off if I have generative AI in my predictions for 2026 now as well.
Definitely 2025 has been the year of AI, and 2026 it'll enhance it further. I'd say we understand AI now more than ever is that layer between audience and information and brand. So making sure that AIs and machines generally understand the tight association between a brand and a category, a brand and a problem, a solution. So rather than trying to be visible for everything that's connected with your entire product's inventory, doubling down in as many places as are relevant on just a handful of specific audiences, problems, categories is the way forward. I think AI has enhanced that.
AI has completely sort of supercharged the way that we've been doing things this year in the department, and it's meant that content has never been easier and quicker and also more consistent to make at speed and at scale. It would be sort of remiss of it not to be like, well, that was the biggest thing that defined our year, and we'll go on to define 2026 as well.
We've seen AI kind of dominate the news cycle, especially for our clients in the tech spaces, the finance spaces, but there's still something to be said about the human element in PR.
Audiences are everything, so obviously we've gotten really into AI and how to leverage it, but we can't forget about people. I feel like that definitely has come to a head in 2025 and is really going to make brands stand out in 2026.
AI is something that we're kind of scared of, and we're like, oh, it's just a little bit of ChatGPT, it can help us with emails, it can help us do so much. I can't believe how much it's changed stuff. From the pace that we can do things, the level of insight we can get into audiences, like the deep research tool has been like huge for us when it comes to building out different client profiles, building out where we need to be performing best. That's been insane.
Human connection is still very important, and I've seen that a lot, especially in the influencer space. Whilst AI is becoming very dominant, people still crave that human connection. People still crave actually feeling like they're speaking to a real person. I think that's going to be very, very true going forward still.
Getting your first party data collection and activation strategy like nailed. There is no part of your new and existing campaigns that won't benefit from a really robust first party database.
Especially from a privacy point of view, making sure that you are considering server-side tracking, you've got enhanced conversions enabled, consent mode, are all pivotal to make sure that you can benefit from machine learning.
With that first party data piece, it's funny because we've been talking about it for years now. Cookie was going to be deprecated, and then server-side tracking and every other sort of medium for capturing and utilising that first party data. Ultimately, the developments in the market are just new phrases for the same things, which is basically ad platforms saying, we're going to make targeting harder and harder. We are going to still enable you to target, but really the way that you're going to be able to resonate with your audience and help us find people who are similar to those audiences is through capturing that first party data, understanding what's important to your business, and then feeding that back into the platforms to help that algorithmic nature of targeting reach those people as efficiently as possible. So without that sort of strong first party data grounding, it's going to be really difficult to go off and do anything really cool with that data beyond what anybody else is really doing in that market. I guess that kind of comes back to what I said at the start though, in that that's something that marketers, we should be doing the whole time anyway. How is it that we can run a brand and really build a brand and optimize that brand if we don't understand who's purchasing from us in the first place and how to find more of those people? So yeah, another one which is potentially a big prediction or a big point, but one that should be fundamental to our role as marketers in the first place.
I think 2025 is going to be super important because it feels like we're far enough away from COVID now where brands are playing it safe. I think it's 5 years on and everyone's trying to find their own identity again. We need to reconfirm with our clients who they are. We're not just relying on old strategies, and we are building on new identities, new messaging, and using that at the core of everything that we do, because we've all moved on and it's time for a fresh start, and I think that's what 2025 is going to be.
I wish Catherine was right there about there being a fresh start in 2025. I think the problem has been with the fact that the cost of living crisis is not going anywhere. Brands are still really playing it safe. It's a lot of brands understand that what they need to be doing is playing further up the funnel. They want to be bolder, they want to be braver, they want to execute a big shiny brand campaign, and they want to start thinking about econometrics, all the rest of it, but they're still scared because at the end of the day they have shareholders, they have finance directors, and that is something that needs to happen. In order for that to happen in 2026, is we probably need to take those people on that journey with us. We've actually done it this year where we've started inviting finance directors in some of our QBRs so they can understand that in order to grow, in order to hit revenue targets further down the line, they need to come on that journey with us so they can buy into it. They go, okay, I understand that if I invest X amount today, it might not yield money tomorrow, but it'll yield money the following week. If you can take those people on that journey with you, those conversations become a lot easier. So that's something that needs to happen. Should have happened in 2025, needs to happen in 2026.
I think that's important that you constantly evolve as a business as well, like moving into 2026, things that might have worked for you at the end of 24. Everything changes so quickly. I think that needs to be a constant growth. Like, where are you taking your brand? What is the strategy? Looking at the core values, but evolving them with the trends and patterns that you're seeing with consumer behaviour. So yeah, that's how I'd react.
brands are going to need to be comfortable doing things that maybe aren't directly measurable.
Performance metrics out.
And you're only going to get that through a human.
The machines are too intelligent for that.